And welcome back one and all, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, the Triple Crown run where we left off last time. We did something very similar to this where we fought too much stuff at one time, but this one looks like it's going way better and we are slaughtering things. Except we're half paralyzed, that's always good. So we're just killing some Skuldraks. And our dog died. That happens. Heal yourself. Also, I bought some supplies here at the keep, and there's no place to rest, so you have to actually use some of your vaunted stuff to rest up. So we actually used up one of our supplies on the way back up here so we wouldn't die. Because you can't rest here. Like, Battery doesn't have any sort of beds or an inn, which is annoying. And now we just have the last one. Looks like there's a desk with some sort of stuff on it. Some papers, some valuable maps. Which says, the artillery lift will be closed until further notice. The cogs are rusting and any failure in the mechanism could be catastrophic. Potion Master Andrin is looking into patenting the patinating the cogs to make them weatherproof. And I think we have the patinating mixture because that's what we picked up in the Potion Master's place. I think. Ready the cannons. I'm gonna check my quest items here, just to make sure we actually have them. We have Pargrun Rust Dissolver. That's exactly what we wanted. So perfect. We have everything we need to open up the lift. Now the lift is slightly annoying as well. It has a pretty nasty fight involving a whole bunch of enemies. Where are you going? Oh, I see. This is where we want to be. This is the artillery lift. It's what's going to help us move the cannons around. The first thing we're going to do is check the chains and whatever this is. This chain is so rusted it barely moves. Apply the stuff. You pour the contents of the vial onto the chain. The solvent hisses as it dribbles down, melting the rust into a slick brown puddle. The heavy chain squeals with movement. In this one we will... we need to get rid of the... We need to find the cog. We didn't get the cog. We're going to fit the replacement lever into the slot. And we need to go do something with the cog. So we're missing a cog. Possibly from the smithy. No, definitely the patination chamber. That's exactly what we need. But we need to turn it off first. I don't remember how to do that. We'll find a way really quickly. Can't be that hard. This is the maintenance room, so that should be in here somewhere, I would imagine. What's this thing? The cannons are cold as ice and banded by angular patterns and prayers to Abaddon.
They won't see me coming.
Oh, I see. We can go this way. Right. I remember now. You peer through the hole and see the wide, sturdy parapet running along the wall. Several feet along the wall, you also see a broad crack. It appears to lead to another room. Someone's going on the ledge. It's going to be Invincible 3 who has the best athletic score. Invincible 3 sidles across the ledge. He reaches the crack in the wall. A noxious, eye-watering vapor seeps from within. Hammer and chisel that thing open. It's slow, tedious work, and by the time it's finished, exhaustion has crept through Invincible 3's body. The ancient masonry crumbles away, and a stinging vapor rushes through the breach. He holds a breath and clings to the wall as the rest of the gas escapes. Let's go through the room. The party continues into the newly cleared room. And we found disease puddings! Evil puddings of disease. They're made of disease. What exactly would make a semi-conscious disease pudding? Like, what is the evolutionary thing of like a disease pudding? Where like a whole bunch of dangerous bacteria or viruses sitting around one day, and they're like, hey, we should join hundreds of millions and trillions of us together, and we can make a pudding. What purpose would that serve? It doesn't make their diseases spread faster or anything like that. In fact, probably less fast, in all honesty. It's the weirdest, dumbest thing I've ever seen. But anyways, whatever. We found what we were looking for. Patented cog.
Yes.
That's what we wanted. You know what?
Oh.
Is your weapon upgraded yet? How close are you? 10. We need to blind some things with her. She's almost up a weapon level. Alright, let's go to the lift. We are now officially ready to do the lift stuff. Which is going to be good times, I think. It's not, actually. The gearbox looks strangely empty, like it's missing a cog. Insert the new cog. You slot the new cog into place. The mechanism looks ready to run now. I really wish I could quick save before this part, but you know what? It is what it is. Pulling the lever. The lift at last shutters into motion, lifting you towards the clouds. The lift makes slow, jouncing progress. It lurches every few feet, the rusted chains groaning like the dead. It comes to a trembling stop, and the entire platform swings precariously. A sharp metallic odor emanates from one of the winches. You hear screeching. At first you think it's coming from the winch, but then you realize it's coming from above. An enormous Skuldrak swoops down from the shadows. You feel the air from its passage as it whooshes past, but before you can catch more than a glimpse, it's circling back, searching for you, with ear-splitting shrieks. Rustling of wings and heavy musk alerts you to the presence of more of the beasts. As they close, the platform continues to sway and bounce. We're going to send Elaine to fix this thing. Elaine scrambles noisily towards the winch, footfalls echoing in the dark shaft. A Skuldrak pulls away from the pack and flies towards her, drawn by the ruckus. But Elaine adopts a fearsome stance, shoulders back and held high. The Skuldrak yelps and speeds past Elaine, rejoining the pack. She reaches the winch and sets to work on the jammed, rusted cogs. The problem isn't as simple as Elaine had hoped. You see the solution in the snarled metal, but Elaine will need another minute to fix it. And the Skuldrak overhead are growing bolder. Continue it! The largest of the Skuldrak dives to the middle of the lift. Its screeches turn to hisses as it spews acid across the platform. It scalds you. Your own scream rings in your ears and you smell burning flesh. The smaller Skuldrak zip past in tighter and tighter circles as they close. Meanwhile, the largest of the bunch is wheeling back, preparing for another attack. Within moments, Elaine has cleared the jam. She rushes back to the lever. Just then, the large Skuldrak swoops overhead and spews acid. It misses Elaine, but catches you and the rest of the platform in the spray. She yanks on the lever. The chains rattle and clink and the platform starts to move. The Skuldrak scatter. As the lift resumes its climb, the startled Skuldrak retreat back into the shadows. The platform rises from the tower, and you feel cold wind on your face. We did that properly. We didn't have to fight on the platform, which really sucks, by the way. You have a choice of being completely surrounded by Skuldrak, kinda shitty, or spreading out and fighting them little by little, also extremely shitty. We get twin arrow this level, though, so happy. We're gonna let this be what it is for now. We're gonna grab one more survival skill. We're gonna grab two more survival skill. We should have twinned arrows. Beautiful. Minus 10 accuracy when using a war bow or hunting bow, which she has. Plus 1 projectiles. Horrible. It's better than anything else, though. It can't be used with vicious aim, which kind of sucks. But that's okay. We actually lose oh, we don't actually lose that much accuracy. All things considered, doing pretty good. Now, we do still have to fight that giant Skuldrak. That is not a thing we get to skip. But we get to choose our place of fighting it a lot better. Including choke points and stuff. What the hell is that? Steam. That's steam coming off of it. I see. I understand. Kinda.
Well?
So yeah, we get to at least choose our place of engagement, which is good because we get choke points and stuff like that. Fighting on the lift, if you can avoid it, is a really good idea. Just avoid it if you can. By the way, that's the Elder Skuldrak that's on the platform that sweeps down at you.
What is it?
I'm here.
Everybody comes up here. We're gonna get some buffs on us because we're gonna need them.
Yes.
You.
I'm
Fire.
here. That's how it's done.
And I want you to give us crowns of the faithful, so hopefully we can resist any sort of things, any sort of problems we may encounter. That's a big group. They're all kind of just waiting for us right here. That's fine. We can fight right there. We can play fight right there if you want to. I'm okay with this. Actually, I'm really okay with this because we can go. Hey. Get up here so I can actually see. Gold, right there. You are not tanking these, by the way, especially not the Elder one. And then we're gonna play the game called Fireball. And you guys shoot that one. And you know what? That's probably good. Why aren't you guys moving? There we go. She is going to be the hands down the highest damage dealer now.
No prisoner.
That double shot though, so good. Twin arrows is amazing. It's so good.
How about we take a break?
How about no? Shut up. You have high athletics, you're supposed to be good at this kind of stuff. A Dunrid Scion has arrived, seeking employment. Let's go grab him. No, he's not all that good actually. I mean, he's better than some though. Like, I'm pretty sure he's better than our... No, our Crucible Knight is amazing. Let's not get rid of him. Let's get rid of our Ruatai Lion Breaker. We'll take the Siron. Why not?
Well,
We also get the Dragon Maw's Shield here. Now, this is a pretty damn good item. That being said, it's only usable by two classes, the Fighter and the Barbarian. If we wanted, we could turn our Fighter into a one-hand and then a shield person. The -4 accuracy, not that bad actually, and the enemies engaged is pretty good. That being said, we'd have to choose some actual tanking abilities with him. I mean, it's not a horrible choice, and I might level it up with him just in case. I could give him Steadfast as a sword too. We could try it. I mean, it can't hurt. His accuracy is pretty damn good. Actually, no, it's not. All things considered, his accuracy is kind of shit. Should probably have worked on his accuracy. What has he got? Sneak attack, vulnerable, style, 2-weapon style. We could respec him to be more of a sword and board type. That's a tough call. I'll ponder it. I'm going to give it some thought. The only reason I'm going to give it some thought is we might be replacing one of our characters with our Barbarian once we get Abaddon's Hammer, or making our Fighter into our Abaddon Hammer wielder. You turn the wheel and a gust of steam blasts you in the face. You stagger back and fall, spiraling towards smoke and flame. You find solid ground beneath your feet, even as the air around you is a haze of smoke and heat shimmer. Coughing, you bat acrid fumes from your face. As you acclimate to the soot-choked air, you see flames leaping into the distance. Each flare bathes you with warmth, even as you struggle to pick up the details of this place. Something about it seems familiar. Going to examine the surroundings. You can see little through this thick smoke, but the dancing flames illuminates a dragon's head cast in stone. It's the White Forge. As you start towards it, something massive comes crashing down in front of you. You leap back at the sound of metal slamming into metal and feel a deep tone ring through the thick air. Recovering your bearings, you find yourself looking at an enormous hand. It's dark and shiny with heat, but you see every bone, every muscle, and tendon working in harmony beneath the bronzed flesh. The hand's owner is hidden behind clouds of smoke, but the hand itself is wrapped around a pole as thick and sturdy as a tree trunk. Follow the arm. You try and follow the arm to its owner, but the heat and the smoke overwhelm you. You turn back. The pole, then. You continue onward and see what lies at the other end of the pole and what's responsible for the clangorous music. Just as the hand rises again, it swings back down in a perfect arc. A tower of metal smashes down ahead of you, raining sparks and glints of essences into their deep ringing note sounds. You realize you're looking at an enormous hammer. The head glows with heat and essence, though the purple luster fades as soul energy is sucked from the hammer and into the work underneath it. Inspect the hammer. It is a block of black steel as dark as a starless night, and shiny enough that you can see your reflection in it. It is a work of art in itself, a study of simple yet perfect design. Get closer to the work. As the hammer rises once more, you dart forward to see what lies beneath it. A lone figure sprawls on an expanse of steel, as smooth and broad as lake ice. The figure itself is enormous, a magefolk of twisted flesh and forged metal. Its arms end in two spiked clubs, and its head is a blunt, eyeless wedge. It opens its mouth and keens. The desperation in that noise reminds you of a newborn's fear and confusion. Air rushes at your back. You look up and see the hammer, its head once more glowing with essence, speeding towards you. You awaken to the sensation of warm tiles beneath your face. You're prone before the boiler, which drones on, pushing heat through the tower floor. But in the vapor that pulses from the boiler and the pipes, you smell the fumes of the white forge. Those are some big cannons. They really are. And that's it. We've opened the boiler. We're good to go. The lift is all repaired. Let's go back to the front gates and tell them we have successfully completed this side quest. And tell them exactly like that. Just go back down and be like, hey, I know this wasn't part of my main mission. Side quest completed. I want my reward. That's all you need to say. That's all any NPC needs to know about what's going on. Hey, whoa. Where'd you go? Eltimar, who are you? Oh, there's Wengra. For some reason she didn't
That was
spawn.
incredible! Whole Forge spit flames when you did whatever you did. And the smoke! Ha! I saw it from here.
You're welcome.
And now to see about these cannons.
She rubs her hands together. She starts for the door, but then she remembers something.
This is for you. Found it while we were cleaning out the battery.
Thank you.
I'm headed up the tower. Gonna make those cannons shine.
She skips towards the door. What did she give us? Guys. 2 Durgan iron ingots, which is pretty good actually. What do I want to do? Do I want another tank? I mean, we have her as a tank. Kinda. And we actually, no, I'm going to make him my two-hander. He is eventually going to be wielding the Warhammer of Abaddon, and it's going to be so glorious. He's going to be pounding things into the ground with his 21 might and 20 dex. He desperately needs more perception. We'll figure that out later. He's going to need some accuracy so it doesn't suck it with it. Basically, is what it boils down to. We don't want him just like glancing, blowing everything with the most powerful Warhammer in the game. That would just be stupid. That would be like our... Actually, you know what? He's got decent accuracy. 99 is pretty good. Her accuracy kind of sucks. His is pretty good. Hers is really good. Hers is really good too. But they have high perception. So theirs should be really good. If it wasn't good, that would be a serious problem for our group. Now what are we going to do though? I guess we can go do the the Rising Tide and the Forgotten Army. That is kind of our next quest.
Well,
Also, I am going to be starting a new small mini-series that I just wanted to do. Antharian will be coming back for lunchtime Let's Plays. I haven't forgotten about that. That is still coming. I just have... It's been busy at work again. Kind of sucks, but work should be slowing down soon. We got some new staff. So hopefully workloads will quiet down a little, and I'll actually have lunch times back. That would be kind of nice. I want to play Doom, not the new Doom, the old Dooms. Doom 2, and master levels and all of those, but I'm going to install the Brutal Doom add-on so that we can actually use mouse aim and stuff like that, because, well, old Doom is awesome, don't get me wrong. Keyboard controls I think I would have trouble with nowadays, so we're going to have to do mouse aim on that, I think. I've just been doing mouse and keyboard aim for so long on games like Battlefield and everything like that that I don't know if I could go back to keyboard aim there. So yeah,
well,
that's what my goal is. Yeah, we're gonna start that tonight. Maybe I'm just gonna do each video is going to be a level. So the first ones are obviously gonna be like 3 minutes long tops. I'm gonna try and do most of the secrets as I can remember them. I'm playing with the idea of checking out a guide really quickly to make sure I get all the secrets, but I kind of just want to go through it again because the new Doom is coming out. It's a reboot. It's coming out May 13th, so in about 11 days. Am I going to get it right away? I'm torn because I'm between the two $80 games I want, and yeah, that's not a kidding, or that's not a joke. They are $80 games. There is Warhammer Total War, which is coming out, and there is Doom coming out, and both look really fun. I'm just kind of not sure which one I want to get first because I'm not going to buy both. That's $160 on games in 1 month, and that's a lot of money for games. I usually don't buy games for full price. I usually wait for the Steam sales, and then I'll get like 10 games for $180, but or $160. So yeah, I'll ponder it. If you guys do have a preference on which one you would prefer to see me play between Doom or Warhammer Total War, let me know. I am good for either one. They both look incredible. I am super hyped for both of them. So let me know. We're going to start the next video right away here. This one's going to be a little bit shorter. I know it's only 21.5 minutes long, but you know what? I've done longer videos and shorter videos, so it all evens out eventually. Like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Let me know. Doom or Warhammer Total War. Take care, guys.